guy has got his head down, and you can feel it, because I can feel it, like he's clamping on my arm. When I feel that, I'm definitely gonna try to snap him, one way or the other, okay? Because I can feel his head's too low, and he's already leaning on it, and all I have to do, I don't need to really do too much to get my arm out, okay? I just need to turn that palm up, and I'll give him a little setup for it, and then I'll yank my arm out, come over the top, okay? So I see this a lot with grapplers. They get in, they don't know what to do, and they go all the way out, or they're trying to protect their head, and they're really stiff as a board, okay? And it's just because they don't have any training. I was never a wrestler. I learned wrestling doing MMA and grappling. So all my stuff's a little weird because, I'm not traditional. Like when I was a kid, I just worked. We didn't have wrestling at Kankaskia Regional High School. It's a tiny school. All right, so came from the sticks, okay? Just like where the bodies are, that's why I know so much. All right, okay. So when I'm in this position, we're kind of moving them. This is a good move to do. It's just kind of hitting the inside of the thigh and pulling. Now, when I do that, as I pull, I kind of get out of the way again. All right, so I'm hitting. I'm using this underhook, and I'm doing the same thing with my elbow. I'm pulling, and I'm going to circle, get out of the way, yank my arm out, and come over the top, okay? And then I'm going to show you a technique, okay? So we're in this position. We're kind of playing the game, and we're looking at each other's hips. I'm trying to get them nice and bent, and what's happening is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get bar, his inside thigh, and I'm going to yank. Sometimes I might start with a foot on his foot and just kind of hit it and then yank and then get out of the way. So boom, and then come over the top. Okay? And now I'm over the top and I'll get in a nice good athletic squat. I got options here. As like I'm looking at a cradle right there as well. So I start to get that head down. Okay? So when you're moving away, you start dropping I bend at my knees so he doesn't, that way if he goes to snap me, I go over my head with this arm, not over my head, like you're trying to go for a guillotine. I'm in a good spot to re-wrestle, and I'm not, ass fucked in the woods, all right? Never mind. All right, so I like to stay a little more balanced. All right, and I give him a nice pull. So I'll hit this pull. I drive my chin down on his shoulder, everything I can. And as I'm doing this, I'll start circling away and come over the top. So I'll pull and boom, let him go, come over the top. Okay? Real simple, just moving him, come over the top. If he's hanging real low, okay, all right, which definitely he's hanging low, okay, you're welcome. Okay, see, I'm not afraid to lie. All right, all I'm gonna do now is kind of keep that movement, but now he's too low, and I'm just gonna go ahead and yank my arm out. Now to get myself out of the way, like I said, I'm gonna turn my palm out, and I want to kick this leg back and come over the top. All right? Once again, it's an easy snap. Doesn't require a lot of technique. I can just feel he's just a little too stiff, or he's got too much weight on my underhook. I feel a lot of weight. He's leaning here, nice and heavy. Then it's like, if he's leaning, just get out of the way. Okay? And lock. Okay? But so there's a variety of techniques you can go to from here. All right. One of my favorite ones to go to, I've learned from all types of wrestlers, and I'm gonna not drop a few guys' names a few times because I trained with them. We train back and forth a lot, and I think they're good coaches. Okay, is when I get them snapped here. Okay, I'm staying athletic. is what I'm gonna do, instead of going for like a traditional headlock, all right, I don't want to call it it's just like, it's called a headlock, but it's, for teaching wise, I call it like a Greco front headlock, but I don't know what to call it, so front headlock, okay? But what I'm doing here is, I'm gonna bring my hand across, and I like to put my hand like under this ear, okay? If I want a lot of quick effect, and it works better sometimes when his chin is tucked. Okay, so I'll just hit him and go across his face. Okay, this right here is money too. Okay, sometimes I keep it on the carotid and I can put guys to sleep with it. On other times, like I said, I'll put it on the face, or they'll just tuck their chin and I end up on that grill and I'll land it. Most of the time my friends would lock it on the head like that, and you're gonna jump. They come over. It's a nice takedown with little effort, okay? So this is gonna go across, and all I do that is when I'm snapping them, I just go like snap it, like slap and catch. Lock my gable. Now what I do is I pin this high and tight to my chest, right here, my upper rib there. And then I switch the side. So I don't move his head necessarily, I move my body. Okay? Come here so you can see. And I go to the other side. Now, his head is twisted. Okay? And now once I'm here, you can feel just my hips. Yeah, I can give him a snap. So a lot of times I finish this stand